Welcome back to the Edible Academy again. I think it's been about a month since we've seen you last time. I am Chad Brown, project manager in the capital department here at the garden, and this is Toby.
Yeah, Toby Adams, director of the Edible Academy.
But we're actually completed some of the work here and a lot of the infrastructure done, but the accessible pathway from the top down to the stage has gone in. We're standing on the stage, which is completed except for the last little bit of handrail. What kind of things would we see here?
We've never had such a large gathering space for big events. Most of the garden we fill with plants, and so to actually have a facility that can accommodate over 300 people will support us in a variety of different aspects.
Yeah, wonderful. Well, let's go up to the main covered walkway and see what else is going on.
We made a little pit stop here in our new greenhouse. There's been some development since we were last here, and so Chad, can you tell us about some of the things that have been put together?
Basically, the electricians and the plumbers have come and fitted out the interior so that all of the usable appliances are ready to go. Now we're starting to get some of the furniture and what Toby would actually put the plants on or to use. So we have stationary tables, and this is just amazing to me. These whole big tables move. You essentially save a lot of space, but you gain room by being able to walk in between them.
With this rolling table, this is something that's popular in plant nurseries. Just it buys you extra space. Instead of wasting in between every table 2 or 3 feet for a pathway, you can collapse the tables all down, and as you need access to a particular group of plants on one or another table, you can open that up.
But you don't start all the seeds with you and your staff alone. The actual students or volunteers would come in to help?
That's right. With this new greenhouse, we'll be able to bring in participants in our programs. So we're really excited to add that to our repertoire. We just stepped inside of the classroom building, and we're standing in the corridor which runs along the western side of the building, and there's been a lot of work since we last came in. I think the last time was just framing, and now I see they're already adding sheetrock.
Now we're buttoned up. We actually have let's call it a weather-tight building. The roof's on, the siding's done, the windows are in. So that means that you can start to button up the walls, you can start to work on the interior. The electrical roughing, the concrete floors that were poured have been polished, and hanging of all of the HVAC units. So there's a million different pipes and gauges and things that at one point in time we showed you they were all underneath the concrete. Now they're coming up out of the concrete, they're running through the walls, the electric's through the walls, the plumbing's through the walls, and we're starting to put the sheetrock on that you mentioned. The next step here, after all the walls are closed up and we have our inspections, we get to start painting and putting the millwork in, which is where everybody really wants to see the woodwork that's coming, the finishes around the windows. Talking about these beautiful windows that Toby's standing in front of, I think you made mention that you really enjoyed having this light come in.
That's right. With this design in particular, these panels of windows are paired across the corridor with panels of windows in the classrooms. And so if you're a participant in the program, you have these beautiful views out into our meadow to the one direction, and then through the corridor here to the forest and the river below.
You never realize all of the work and all of the time that's gone into getting everything where somebody can just put something into a receptacle and turn the blender on. It's amazing all the coordination that's going on. I just want everybody to understand all of the architects and all of the time that Toby's put into it, and all of the time that his staff have put into saying, these are the way things that need to happen to be able to get to this point.
So yeah, we're excited to move in, and that's not far away. It's just about 100 days away now. So hope to see you at the opening celebration weekend.